Hello, great people. There's currently immeasurable anger and tension in the political camp of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as his one-term political associate and strong ally in the person of the former governor of Osun State, Rauf Aregbesola, was seen hobnobbing with Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political enemy, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar was in Osun State and he decided to pay a courtesy call on Rauf Aregbesola, and he was warmly welcomed. And the high point of it was that while it was being hosted by Rauf Aregbesola, the drummers, the Yoruba entertainers there were singing and dancing, and they were saying that in 2027, Tinubu yo lule. What that means is that in 2027, Tinubu will fall, in 2027, Tinubu will fail. And this has made many political associate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be tagging Rauf Aregbesola a betrayal. In a moment, I'll be playing you two videos. The first video is Rauf Aregbesola confessing with his own mouth of how he has benefited from the political sagacity and machinery of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the second video is the video of what happened in Osun State, and I look forward to your impression in the comment section. Is Rauf Aregbesola a betrayer? And as we watch the video, we'll be dissecting the associated issues. I will be telling you what led to the rift, the acrimony between Aregbesola and Tinubu, and if Bola Ahmed Tinubu decide to go all out against Aregbesola, what is the cost? If Rauf Aregbesola decide to continue the battle with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what is the consequence? Is Rauf Aregbesola a betrayer as being accused by the political camp and sympathizers of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? We'll be dissecting all these issues, the 2027 political dynamics, and a whole lot more on this episode with your sure plug, Dr. Moshood Adebiyi. First, let us go and watch the first video, which is where Rauf Aregbesola confessed how he has benefited from the political machinery of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then when we come back, I will be telling you what led to the acrimony between both of them. Let's watch this video, then we'll come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it.
No, and that is key. A major plan of support, the hero of whatever Rauf has done in Osun is actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I cannot forget his contribution into making me a good public administrator. That's what actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu takes all the glory apart from God.
There you have it. You just watch the video of Rauf Aregbesola confessing with his own mouth of how he benefited from the political sagacity of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will play you the video of what happened in Osun, but I need to put some context to this. You will recall that Rauf Aregbesola was the former commissioner of works in Lagos State for 8 straight years. He is the former governor of Osun State, and he is also a minister under the presidency of Muhammadu Buhari for 8 years. And he was able to achieve all this based on the political support and machinery of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, Rauf Aregbesola and Bola Ahmed Tinubu were in the SDP as at 1988. They were together, so they've had years of political and kind of like brotherly and friendly relationship together. In fact, I also watched a video many years ago that I think they were interviewing a political stalwart, and that person said that Tinubu can trust Aregbe with his life, that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sleeping, and they said that, oh, are you not afraid that Aregbe can stab you? That Bola Ahmed Tinubu will say no, that he has so much trust in Rauf Aregbesola, and that is how close both of them are. And don't forget that when Rauf Aregbesola contested for the governorship position in Osun State, it was rigged out according to the decision of the court. It was Bola Ahmed Tinubu that fought tooth and nail to make sure that the mandate was recovered. Now, what led to the acrimony between both of them? Before we go to the video of what happened in Osun State, what led to the acrimony is the Osun State governorship election, in the sense that Aregbesola thought that, well, I am one of your trusted guy, and you are a godfather in your own right. I have served as 8 years. I have served 8 years as governor of Osun State. Then you should be able to kind of like give me the freedom to kind of like put in the person that I so desire. But then Bola Ahmed Tinubu wanted the next governors at that time to be his cousin in the person of Gboyega Oyetola, and Aregbesola was displeased with that. Eventually, Oyetola became the governor, and Oyetola came for his pound of flesh against Aregbesola because he believed that Aregbesola did not want him to be governor. So he was uprooting the legacies of Rauf Aregbesola, and that led to serious acrimony between them. So the big question is Rauf Aregbesola a betrayer in all of this? Let us go and watch the video of what happened in Osun State. Then we'll come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it. There you have it. You just watch the video of what transpired in Osun State between Rauf Aregbesola and Atiku Abubakar and the Yoruba drummers. What you heard in that particular thing that they are singing is that Tinubu yo lule, which means that in 2027 Tinubu will fail, Tinubu will fall. So the people have been tagging Aregbesola a betrayer. The big question is he indeed a betrayer? Well, what I can tell you is that in politics, betrayal is another term for interest. What you are seeing there, you may see it as betrayal, but in politics, it is interest. Aregbesola's political interest, political fortune aligns with the opposition at this point in time based on the acrimony between him and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he's working towards realizing his interest. So in politics, betrayal is another term for interest. So the big question then is that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself not a betrayer? Let us look at it very well. Tinubu himself is a betrayer in the sense that Tinubu betrayed AD. Tinubu contested to be the governor of Lagos State under the platform of AD. As at that time, the AD has political stalwart. When Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the governor, especially after he won the second term election, Bola Ahmed Tinubu uprooted all these AD leaders and he went ahead to go and form AC. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself betrayed some people that trust him that made him governor. He went to kind of like create his own political structure, which was the AC at that point in time. So politics is a game of betrayal. Politics is a game of interest. So what you see as betrayal is what politicians see as interest. So before you castigate Rauf Aregbesola, know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself is not a saint. Ask the political stalwart in Lagos State. They will tell you how Bola Ahmed Tinubu uprooted those who are his party leaders when he contested the governorship election under the platform of AD. And one thing I can say is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be very careful. Else, he might end up being exposed. And let's have a frank conversation. Tinubu must be very, very, very careful. In the sense that I hope that Rauf Aregbesola will not be the sand in his garri. In the sense that Rauf Aregbesola and Tinubu have been together since the 80s. So what that signifies is that Aregbesola knows all the secrets Nigerians have been seeking. All those secrets that Nigerians have want to know the truth. Aregbesola, based on the years of relationship that he has with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he apparently knows all these secrets. And some of them is the real name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will recall that, the personality of Bola Ahmed Tinubu have been shrouded in so much controversies. These controversies, Rauf Aregbesola apparently has the answers to them. And so Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be very careful, because if he decides to fight him, at the end of the day, he may be the one to lose. Rauf Aregbesola would apparently know his real name. Rauf Aregbesola would apparently know the real school he attended, and whether he graduated or not. Rauf Aregbesola would know his real state of origin. Rauf Aregbesola would know the source of his wealth. Rauf Aregbesola would know his net worth. Rauf Aregbesola would know the amount of properties that he has. Rauf Aregbesola will know both his shady and legitimate deals. So if you look at it, Rauf Aregbesola will know quite a lot, and that is why Bola Ahmed Tinubu must play intelligently, he must play smartly, else he will find himself to blame. And Atiku's visit to Rauf Aregbesola, I think it signifies something. Atiku is a big guy in the political space. He won't visit Rauf Aregbesola if there has not been some backdoor talks, if there have not been some backdoor communication and interaction. Atiku will not enter Osun State and decide I want to visit Aregbesola, because Aregbesola is not one of the kind of like key people that he must visit, because Aregbesola is not a traditional ruler and Aregbesola is not the governor. If you are a big man, if you enter a state, you go and visit the traditional ruler to announce your presence, then you can go and pay a courtesy call on the governor. In this instance, Aregbe is not a traditional ruler. Aregbe is not the governor. So that shows that there's been some political undertone, some political communication between Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Rauf Aregbesola. So what I can say is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should beware. He should be very careful, because a small stone killed mighty Goliath. Goliath did not know that his forehead was open, and when David in the Bible would fire the stone, definitely it hits Goliath in the forehead. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not careful, Rauf Aregbesola, maybe that small stone, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu's past, the controversies surrounding him, maybe that forehead that is open. And that's why Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to play smartly, he need to play intelligently, and he need to resist being pushed by people that will tell him, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you are the president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to be very careful. Aregbesola too should beware that the powers of a president and the powers of a Nigerian president is enormous. In Nigeria of today, if a president wants to bring you down, if he's determined to bring you down, definitely he will have his way in bringing you down. So Aregbesola himself should be very, very careful in that regard. But one thing I can tell you is that politicians heal and unite when necessary. And I just hope that Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Rauf Aregbesola will be able to solve the issues between them and unite together again. But may the best happen to Nigeria, and the best happen to all the political parties involved. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with Dr. Moshood Adebiyi. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.